Subsets. A everyday term maybe for subset can be a portion. A subset of something is a portion. So take, for example, set A has 2, 5, and 9. These are the members of A. B has these members. So we use this symbol. A is a subset of B. That means A can be found within B. It's a portion of B. A is a subset of B. And since it's just a portion, just a part of it, it's not the whole thing, we would say it's a proper subset. Notice this one has an equal sign. The one with no equal sign, it's a proper subset. The one that has an equal sign allows you to say subset even though they were equal. So D is a subset of R. Set D is a portion of R. It happens to be the whole portion. And it's equal. In this case, A was just part of it. So we say proper subset. One question that is asked quite frequently is how many subsets can you come up with? How many portions? If they give you this set A, B, and C, how many portions can you come up with? Well, notice this is one portion. Each one of these is a portion of the original set. Now this part, we could see it's a portion the way we think portions are. This one, the set is always a subset of itself. It's like the whole portion. And the empty set is always a subset of any set. So the set itself and the empty set are always subsets of a given set. So there's 8 subsets. You had to count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But what if this is the alphabet? Imagine trying to count them. So let's see what we could do. You use this formula. A shorter way to count how many subsets, use 2 to the n. N is how many elements the given set has, the original set. For example, if the original set has 4 elements, so n would equal 4. Then just raise 2 to the 4th, and that tells you that without actually writing them out, it tells you you would come up with 16 subsets. We have set operations. Set operations is the way one set interacts with another. You could either put the sets together or keep what they have in common or remove a set. You could do all these 3. These are called set operations. Here's an example of each. So we have our universe. Suppose this was a universe for this problem. And set A was a portion of the universe. Set B is another portion of the same universe. Now we would like to form the union of set A with set B. Union uses this U. Union means you're going to put them together. So you put them together and you come up with a bigger set. Notice the 1 was in both sets, but we only put it once. You don't have any repeats. Don't do the repeats. Don't put the repeats. So this is A union B. These 2 sets put together give you this bigger set. If you were looking for the intersection of set A with B, what you would do is go to set A and B and see what they have in common. Well, they only have this in common. So this is the intersection. That's a symbol for intersection. The complement, you go to the universe, and what this is saying is remove the members of A from the universe. So if you remove the members of A, and who are the members of A? 5, 0, and 1. So go to the universe and knock those out. Knock out the 5, the 0, and the 1. And what's left? That's the complement. Notice the complement doesn't have the members of A. These members are not here anymore. We removed them. You could also be asked to describe a Venn diagram that's been shaded. Like, how would you describe this shaded region? Well, there's different ways. This is one way. The union would be all of this shaded. That would be the union. But look at what we're doing. We're going to pretend all this is shaded, and then we're going to subtract, remove the intersection of these two sets. So this all put together describes this shading. The union, remove, subtract the part that's common to both. Now this one, there's intersections here, right? So look, A intersect B would be this one. B intersect C would be this one. Now we want them both, so you form the union, and that will keep these two shadings. This is a problem we're going to work. Suppose there were 110 college freshmen surveyed, and they were asked what they were taking. And here is the responses. These numbers are what they're taking. There's 25 out of the 110 they're taking physics, 45 out of the 110 they're taking biology, and so forth. Notice at the very end, we have 5 are all 3 subjects. So there's 5 people from the 110 that are taking all 3 subjects, physics, biology, and mathematics. Hold on to that number. We're going to use it. What we're going to do is describe what they have in that list of numbers, but with a Venn diagram. So the P is going to be the physics, the B the biology, and the M the mathematics. And this is the number of members in the universe, 110. There was 110 students surveyed. So 5 are in all 3. Start right here. There's 5 students in all 3. So you start from the inside and you're going to start moving out. What we're going to do is find what number should go in each of these regions. So you start from the middle, and there's 5 there, and work yourself out throughout the empty regions. Now take two circles at a time. For example, take the biology and the physics. And if you look at the original list, it said that there were 6 taking physics and biology. There's 6. Now, remember the intersection had a 3? The 3 is in there. So now you know that the 3 plus some other number should give you the 6. So the other region would have to be a 3. So now look at your list, and it says biology and math should have 8. Physics and math should have 10. Each of these intersections includes the 3 that were taking all 3 subjects. And then now take one circle at a time. They told us in the list there were 25 were taking physics, 45 that were taking biology, and 48 that were taking math. Now fill in the empty regions knowing what each circle total should be. So if you put it all together, you get all these numbers. You'll find a number for each of these regions. Now, how do you find the 11? Well, there's 110. Add all the numbers in the circle and subtract it from 110. And that should give you how many are in none of those topics. So add the total of the circles and then subtract, and that gives you 11 that are not taking physics, biology, or math.